What's up, Stinky Weasel Beats? Welcome to another episode of Zig and Larry Ignore a Topic, where we get drunk and ramble. How's it going?
I'm beginning to get drunk. It's 11:40 here, so that's brunch time.
Good for
We had
you.
a lovely brunch. We used I will say, in my effort to be less fat, at this point in my life, that's all I'm doing. Got up, worked out outside. I sweat so much that I believe my dick fell off. So we're gonna go get that taken care of.
Yeah, it's hotter now than it has been in 100,000 years.
Yeah, yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
and then we made some brunch, a little scrambled egg. But what we got uh some cream cheese with honey and jalapeno.
Okay.
And so we put that in the scrambled eggs, along
Okay.
with some
Okay.
hot
Okay.
sauce and salsa, and ooh-wee, ooh-wee. Let me tell you,
You got yourself a spicy breakfast?
it was a spicy breakfast. Had a little jowl bacon.
If I ever have a rap name, can it be Lil Jowl
Little,
Bacon?
little jowl bacon. Little
I'm not sure how to throw in some manner of emoji or pound symbol, dollar sign into Lil Jowl Bacon, but it's definitely LIL apostrophe.
Yeah, absolutely it is. And then yeah, and then it came down here. I've got my I made a double vodka with lemonade and ginger beer.
Good for you.
Seemed like a brunch drink.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I had
I'm
a couple
comfortable with
cups
this.
of coffee. It was I didn't want any more coffee. I find that sometimes when I drink booze with coffee, it makes me feel real fucky. So I've
Yeah,
yeah, it boy, you know those two things that dehydrate you? Let's put them together.
put them together. That's basically the original recipe for Four Loco. It sits
I'm
close.
yeah. Hey,
They went, don't be a pussy. Coffee and beer. How about grain alcohol and rocket fuel and taurine and guanine? How about that,
how
pussy?
about that? And then
Put
some
some crank in a
Kool-Aid
Red
powder.
Bull and take it up your ass, you goddamn plebeian. Ooh, what happened? We got that we're illegal now. Oh, the product? Shit, did not see that
How
happening.
did that happen?
We gonna have to rebrand. No, keep the brand. Just take the poison out. Got it.
We just we took all those little jugs of not quite Kool-Aid, the little fruit punch jugs,
Mhm.
and then melted some Adderall and mixed that together and called it Four Loco. And fuck you if you don't like it.
Does Adderall melt? Anything melts if you care enough.
That's truth.
Yeah, that's when you leave that fucking room. It's like, yeah,
Look at us with the ice caps. We
shit, we didn't even try. We just ignored.
yeah, well. Hey, that sounds like my parents.
Oh, dear Greenland, fuck you. Love the rest of the world.
I love Dear Greenland. Oh, you're still here. We've been trying.
We're gonna put you on Jenny Craig, bitch. Just laughing at the demise of our species. That's all. It's
I,
fine. It's
I
fine.
I have used the phrase before, and I'll use it again. We're just cartwheeling towards our own demise.
Hooray!
I'm gonna make jokes the entire time. Fuck it. If I cartwheeling towards the edge of the cliff, that's what I'm doing.
Do my best, but I'm going to tell you right now, me switching from plastic bags to reusable silicone bags for the freezer ain't saving my grandkids. It's a nice idea, but there
That's why I just eat everything.
you go. I'd say go for it. Just learn what you can survive on.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
yeah, that's Nicole and I have those two different philosophies where I'm like, I buy and then I eat it, and then I buy it, and then the next 2 days we eat it, and then we buy it, and then we eat it. And she's like, well, what we need to be stocked up. So we need this, then I'm like, that's not no, in my head, like it was awesome. I mean, I hated losing all the food we did when the power was out for a week.
Yeah, yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like, no, this is an opportunity to start over where we can be really conscious about what we buy and what we put in the fridge and what we keep in the freezer and what we consume. This is a really good opportunity. And I can barely get into the fridge again. It's not even been a month and it's already
Why are there 3 half mangoes? What is happening?
What do we even eat kumquat? Why is there kumquat in here?
Why do I know that word? Can I spell it? I don't know. Give me a pen.
There's 18 kiwis. What are we doing with these kiwis? They were at the farmer's market. How? How? What farmers were marketing these at here in central Illinois? They're kiwis.
God, I've been well. You were gone for a little bit, so I had last weekend. I did 2 big projects and then failed an easy one, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah.
Uh, the whole room in the back of the house that used to be a porch, it's now a room, never had any insulation. Nobody would do it for less than $700. The blow just like said, you know what? Fuck it. I'll squeeze my little ass up there. What is it? The hottest day ever on record? Perfect. That's when you want to be in a space that's 2 feet long or 2 feet high, rather,
Yeah.
especially as a fat man with one gimpy leg. So I spent all last weekend doing that. Then I fixed the garage, was very proud of myself. And as
Uh-huh.
soon as both of these 2 things were completely finished, that room is now cool when you walk in. The garage door opens again. Everything's fine. My wife goes to make some fucking oatmeal in the microwave. The microwave explodes. It just stops. It doesn't explode. It just turns off. And so that negates, you know how it works. That negates all the work that you've done. One small thing is broken now, and that is our focus. So it doesn't
Right.
matter what you've done. So I go on YouTube and I discover that all you need to do is replace the fuse. I said, okay, that's easy. So I do. I replace the fuse, and then the clock comes back on, and I go, holy shit, we did it. Then the next thing she tries to do is tries to use it to cook, and the fuse blows again, and I say, yo, cocksucker. Um, so then I go back on YouTube and I discover that fuse will blow if the door is not closing properly. It's supposed to, so that you're not radiating your nuts while you're trying to make oatmeal with your family,
Sure.
which is a
Sure.
good thing. I understand. So then I take it apart and find the plastic piece that is keeping this door that is broken, that is keeping it from closing correctly. Now, tell me this. How does a whole new fucking thing cost around 2, 3, or like $300? And that plastic piece is $118.
That makes no sense.
You telling me it's 120 bucks? It's just, yeah, the rest of that device. This is what we're building it around. This molded piece of plastic for $118. The rest of it makes up to that $300.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that correct? Is that the math?
Correct. Yes. It's
180
the
bucks is
rest of it.
all the other components, but this one molded piece
Actually,
of fucking plastic.
so it's 118 for that piece of plastic. It's $38 for the rest of the microwave, and everything else is labor.
How's the labor?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, then you need to write a letter. And
That's how much Frigidaire wanted me to give for the fucking replacement part. And I said, no, fuck you. So we bought another one. And then I realized that I got to pay somebody. We bought it from Home Depot. I got to pay somebody to install it because, try as I might, I don't think that I can hold up 50 pounds and bolt it in from the ceiling at the same time.
Right.
I could have, I mean, I had to take, they make you take it out. So I had to take it out, and I did. And I could have gotten it back up. I utilized the perfect system of, because it's right over my glass cooktop.
Right.
And if I break that, I'm gonna be real pissed off. So I utilized the perfect system of covering that with 2 sheets of plywood, then putting a 5-gallon bucket from Home Depot on that, so that when I had bolted it, it only fell an inch, and then we
Perfect.
scooted it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the 2 guys came the next day. They were very nice, and then they put it back in. But what I love about Home Depot is they charge you $40 to haul the old one away. So I said, "Now, fuck you. I'll just put it on the corner. Somebody will pick. Well, it's not, but it's not Chicago. In Chicago, you put metal outside, somebody takes it.
Somebody takes
And
it.
here, it just sits there. And I kind of took a small advantage of an immigrant. The 2 guys that came to deliver and install it, very nice guys. One guy spoke broken English, one guy not at all. But they were in and out, zip, zap, zop. They did a great job. But on the way out, I just pointed to it. I was like, lo siento, mi español es muy mal, pero la máquina basura es aquí. Okay, boss. And he just picks it up, throws it in the truck, which is a very broken way of saying, I don't know how to say busted microwave. I said garbage machine, but he got it, and he just threw it in the truck and went away. I'm like, fuck you with your $40 Home Depot.
Yeah.
You're not getting mine, buddy.
Well, and likely he took it because he's at home going, "Hey, I've got the part that they need for this."
Most likely.
Yeah.
He's like, all this needs is a fucking vent grill. They charge $180 for those. The cheap little fuse. Look at that. Yeah, it's fine now, which I'm sure it is.
Yeah, they sold it for $150. You
Good.
made a
Perfect.
profit.
God damn it.
I have nothing to report.
You did that tour of
Yeah,
South Dakota. You learned the difference between Mexicans and Native Americans, which I thought was fun for you.
yeah, that was fun. Oh my God, I'm such a fucking idiot.
I purposely said that shitty. No, you just happened to notice people driving past you and said, and your main brain would just went, there's a heavy Mexican population right here. Nope,
Yeah,
I'm on a reservation. Wait
yeah,
a minute.
yeah. These are not. Oh, because the phrase that came out was, "Wow, this is a surprisingly dense Mexican population in South
Oh,
Dakota."
right. Yeah.
And the only thing, nope, the only thing surprisingly dense is me.
These people are Native
Those are
American.
Native Americans, you fucking moron.
Pardon my horrible ignorance. Around, I guess it's the Sioux,
Yeah,
right? Is the main tribe out there?
I would guess, and I know that sounds, Sioux Falls, Sioux City, Sioux
Mhm.
Land. So yeah,
Makes sense. Yeah.
yeah,
I got into an argument with Angie around here because there's a couple of Indian burial mounds and like the parks and stuff around here, like landmarks. And actually, there's one a couple blocks from me. I saw there's some guy has one in his front yard. There's a big sign. It's like on his property. It's just there. They built the house like kind of behind it. It's whatever. But I was like, yeah, that's a Seminole burial. I was like, how do you know that they're Seminole? I'm like, well, they were buried prolific tribe in Florida. Also, we border a town called Seminole, which is literally 300 yards away from from where we live. Like,
yeah,
probably that might be right. Like, yeah, it might be,
yeah,
maybe.
yeah. Just dude, I can't imagine. You built the house on the Indian burial ground.
It's like weird. It's like 2 blocks away, and there's a big, and it's like denoting it, and it's like got dates of when it
Well,
was
we
discovered
don't
or
we
whatever.
don't bother them. They're cool with us. Chief Bear Claw occasionally shows up, stands above the bed, breathes heavily, then he leaves, knocks
Has a
over.
fucking Pop Tart, takes off.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We don't bother him. I mean, he bothers us a little bit by standing over the bed.
That's more emotional. He doesn't like break anything.
No, he does push a chair over occasionally. I have heard him mumble "goddamn white people" when we watch The Bachelor, but
Sometimes people are assholes, living or dead, white or brown.
but surprisingly, when we watch Yellowstone, he sits right on the couch with us the entire time. It's fantastic.
No, we're not watching Brokeback Mountain again. You laugh too hard.
Yeah, he keeps telling me that I'm the Jake Gyllenhaal in our relationship, and I don't know what that means.
Just watching vaguely at the new Lone Ranger movie, going, "How is Johnny Depp Tonto? How is that okay?" I don't know. I
I,
don't think it was, to be honest. I don't think it's okay.
it's never been okay. No, thank you.
No,
That's why
no.
I was excited when they were like, "Hey, we're gonna do Lone Ranger." I was like, "All right, cool. That's a great that'll be fun." And they're like, "Yeah, Johnny Depp's Tonto." I'm like, "How are we doing that in this
What have
day
you
and age?"
done? That's not okay. Wait, am I remembering this right? Wasn't Army Hammer the Lone Ranger?
Yes.
That so Ark, the casting director.
Yeah. Yeah. The
let me
cast.
rip let me rip these 2 lines and tell you my plan.
So there's a cannibal. We love it, right? Handsome dude.
That's the shitty version of hold my beer and watch this.
All right, guys, here, hear me out. Now we're gonna make some fucking money.
Who's gonna play
Everybody.
Tonto? He's gonna be shirtless. Yes, it's gonna be Johnny Depp. Don't worry, we're gonna cover him head to toe in makeup for some reason, and he's gonna be shirtless. He's 50 what? Don't ask. Okay, great.
And isn't he white? Isn't he a white guy? Yes, sure is. Don't worry about it.
How about anybody from the cast of Reservoir Dogs? How about that? How about any Reservation Dogs rather?
Yeah.
How about that? Reservoir Dogs is a different thing. Reservation Dogs is what I was going for. That was a great show, by the way. I hope they make another season.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny. Nick started watching it like while I was on the road, and she's like, "Oh, you'd really love this," and I'm like, "Well, then stop. We can watch it together." Stop. I want to see it. I love because what's funny is I watch all these shows that have like Longmire and such,
Yeah.
and it's
Mhm.
all the same native actors. So I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, it's Elias. Oh, look at this guy. I know this guy. Oh, that guy. He was the double talk where it's just like it's your. I'm like, yeah, I know all these actors. Cool. Glad they're
Are
getting
you
work.
burping up some spicy eggs?
I've eaten and I'm talking. So yes, I'm burping. God damn it. Trying not to. Oh man, So we right before the show last night, had tacos, and then right as I was like, oh, there should be plenty of time to let it kind of digest. No, right in the middle of my set, just had to like pull my face away, just go anyway, and go right back into the joke. God.
Sorry, that was barbacoa. That's what that was. The
Oh,
funniest of all the taco meats.
oh, oh, gotta work that one back down. Gonna get that one. Oh, gonna get y'all got some Alka Seltzers out there. Oh
Word to the wise. Hot sauce is not a beverage. Anyway.
I thought the salsa was a soup. That it was that weird cold Groucho Marx soup. What is that called?
I used to work with a guy who I don't know. It's reminded me. It's very different. He was an Eastern European guy. I think Central. He was like Serbian, maybe something along those lines. But he used to. We used to work together at a restaurant, and you have family meal. They feed you beforehand. He used to go into the cooler and just get like a bowl of sour cream and eat it like pudding. He was also one of the biggest, most ripped sons of bitches on the planet. But he was just like every day, like I don't even remember what his real name was. We usually called him Cash. It was short for something. I was like, Cash, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, it's good for you. Yeah, okay, great. I'm not going to argue with
Hey,
you.
if it works for you, pal, it works for you. That's fine.
You're 6'6" and built like a fucking statue, so go for it, I guess.
Oh yeah, I will throw the obligatory shout outs to the crowds and the
Go for it.
uh God, did you just hear that exhausted sigh that came out of my body?
You know, I'm almost used to it.
I'm also I love watching you die in real time.
I constantly, you can't see because I do it on my lap, but I constantly sketch you. So the problem is that I'm doing it with charcoal this time and not full colors because I ran out of all the ruddy red. So we're just gonna have to do. We're gonna have
That's
to do a lot
okay.
of shading. It's
Starting to
just gonna have
do
to be
I'm
blood.
starting to go from a color to just ashen. Is
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna take some license here, but I think it's gonna turn out okay.
um so Iowa City with Carson Tuttle there it was a showcase, a bunch of other comics around there. Carson Tuttle runs it. Iowa City was a great time. I closed out that show, had a just a fucking blast over there. And then and big shout out to the Stuffed Olive in Iowa City, because I left we went from where the showcase was to a different bar, me and a handful of comics. Had a couple had a whiskey and a beer, and everyone was kind of taking on because it's Thursday night. Everyone else has got to get up and go to work in the morning, and I'm on
Mm,
the road. So I was like, I'm gonna go have one quiet drink alone, and then I'll head back to my hotel. And everything was like right around my hotel, which was really nice. I, I can't find a quiet drink. Like everywhere I pass is just shoved full of screeching humans. And I was like, this is all hell. This is just what hell looks like. And so I walk up and I see this place, the Stuffed Olive. I see like the window, you can see all the whiskeys lined up, right? And I'm like, that's my jam. Now, they close, I think they close at midnight. And I walked in at like 11:45.
mm,
And I stopped and I was like, and they're like, nope, come on in. We're open. We're not doing food. I was like, I said, I don't even want I just want a whiskey, just a quiet bourbon. That's why I'm here. And they're like, absolutely. You want that? We're your place. Come on in. And
mm.
I went, sat in my chair, at the bar, and just they they're like, what would you like? I was like, you got Angel's Envy. And they're like, yep, you want a gentleman's cube? I said, yes, gentleman's cube, please. And they're like, you got it. Set it down. I threw them some cash, tipped them too well. So it's like, but they're cleaning up. And I was like, I won't even put this on the bar. I don't want to sully any of the work you've done. And I sat there quietly for like half the drink. And then, of course, bartenders being bartenders, they were just like, oh, so what's going on? What are you in town
Mm.
for? So we were chatting about it. And so, normally I'm just like, I'm just in town on business, but I was like, I gotta stop doing that. I gotta start promoting myself.
Yeah.
And so I had a couple D plus effort stickers in the pocket. So I was like, here's some D plus effort. This is because my the website on it. And they're like, oh, awesome. Okay. So that links to everything. And they're like, oh, that's good, that's cool. And so, but yeah, Iowa City was fun. And then holy shit. I will tell you, it was 9 hours on Monday to get home.
We talked a few times. Your mental state definitely declined.
Yeah.
I won't say rapidly, but exponentially.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you the worst drive, like that was bad. The worst drive was between Iowa City and Sioux City. It was 4.5 hours of nothing. It was, and like I from the hotel.
Like to find nothing. Like you had to gas up or you're fucked.
Yeah,
Oh, oh, good.
yeah. I got out of Iowa City. I was like, all right, I'm gonna fill up the tank. Um, as soon as because figure right around Iowa City, there's gonna be something. And there was a truck
Sure.
stop, so
Yeah.
stopped and got some coffee and shit. But like I got onto the interstate, and when it said for 287 miles, go straight, I was like, oh, fuck. And it wasn't a lie. There was barely any curves. It was just a straight fucking shot west from Iowa City to Sioux City. I I was 20 minutes out of Sioux City and I had to stop because I was doing the because I was hypnotized. I was road hypnotized.
Yeah. Hmm.
And unfortunately I was like, I have to stop and get coffee or something. My God, I'm gonna kill somebody or myself. Because I just was like, my head's lolling and I'm screaming at myself like, you must stay awake. I'm singing along to music that doesn't exist. It's just, I get pulled over and I just groggily walk in, and dude's like stocking shelves and he's like, hey, oh, coffee's right over here, bud. I was like, oh, thank you. He's like, where are you coming from? I was like, Iowa City. And he's like, oh God, that's a miserable drive. Yeah.
You realize that for the last 120 miles, you just been going, don't stand so close to me. Don't stand,
Ah,
don't stand,
so
don't stand so close. Is it still Thursday?
who am I? Grandma, are you here?
If I've been groundhogging this stretch of road for months, I'm gonna groundhog dang it. I'm gonna be losing my goddamn mind.
Uh, but oh, dude, I sent you the video of me getting in the sidecar.
No, you didn't.
I couldn't remember if I did or not.
No, that seems like something I would remember. It's impossible. It's possible I didn't. I am a drinker, but I don't think you did.
I thought I couldn't remember. Yeah, so up in Watertown, South Dakota, with our boys Libra. Sioux City was fun. That was where, sorry, I go back. That's where I performed at a place called Whiskey Dicks.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that was a fun show. But yeah, we went up to Watertown, hung out for a little bit, and then get a text. I'm getting ready to head to the hotel. I've got all my check-in information, and I get a text from the guy that runs the comedy up there,
Mhm.
and
The booker or the guy at the place?
the booker.
Oh, okay.
Lee's he's also a comic, but he has a great room at Harry's, um, and they have a legit showroom. It's really great. Um, but I get a text and he's like, "What are you doing?" I said, I'm getting ready to head to the hotel," and he's like, "You want to come by the house and take a ride around town in my sidecar?" And I went, "You're goddamn right, I do. Why would I ever say no to that?" And so get there, he's like, "Hey, here's all the motorcycles I built. Here's my sidecar." And he's like, "Jump in." And I was like, "Let me get my pit vipers. That's what I need right now, the pit vipers." So we're riding around town. Like, I don't know, we were probably out for like half hour, 40 minutes, just whipping around town. And me and
Is
his
that weird because
sidecar.
you're so close to the ground going fast?
It was very weird.
Yeah, right?
Going over railroad tracks. was like, I was like, do I stand a little? I don't know what to do here.
Like, is it it's so low? You could have like leaned over and touched the asphalt,
Oh
correct?
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's that low. Yeah.
There was one point where he was like, ah shit, hang on. And I was like, oh, we're gonna bust this light. And he's like, yeah. And I was like, all right. And so I'm leaning in so that when he turns, because it's turning towards me, where if I lean the other way, we're just gonna go, we're just gonna flip so hard.
Yeah.
So I lean in and I was like, yeah, okay. And I was talking to something. We did the curve. It's just like screech it. And then he busts, drops gear. We take off. And I said back and I was like, so anyway, and he's like, no, I just want to point out, you didn't even freak out. He goes, I've had other comics in here that are like, if I get above 25, they're like, oh, slow down. He's like, you were just like, I'll lean, I'll pay attention. And then he's like, what if we would have flipped? I said, there's enough room for me to slide down and lock myself in. I'd have just let us flip. Hopefully you step off, and then I can just wiggle my way out from underneath the damn thing. And
You gotta trust the man to know he doesn't want to fuck up his sidecar. You know what I mean? Like, he's not gonna try.
exactly, that's what I told him. I said, I trust you. And he was like, that's like the coolest I've ever seen anyone react to a situation like that. I was like, Al, I flipped a whole lot of four-wheelers in my life. This is not, this is just, well, it's a sidecar and a motorcycle. Big deal.
I saw a man lose a ball to a horse once. What?
What? It was in a poker game. It was the craziest.
Means nothing, and I love it.
But so we get back and he's like, so he was showing me the sidecar a little bit more now that I'm out of it. And he's like, by the way, I'm an auctioneer. And I was like, yeah, I knew that. And he's like, so a lot of times I'll start the bidding if people aren't, you know, gonna, if I'm like, this might be an item people aren't totally interested in. And I was like, all right, cool. And he's like, so I started the bidding on this 5.5 foot tall stack of industrial grade baking sheets. I was like, all right. And I said, for how much? He's like, I threw a $5 bill on it, and no one wanted them. So I bought my own 5.5 foot stack of industrial aluminum baking sheets.
Easy for you to say.
Right. Aluminium.
Aluminum.
Manamina. And I was like, cool, that's okay. And he's like, I tell you that to tell you that's what I made that sidecar out of. And I was like, fuck.
So the crumple zones are everywhere.
But it's industrial grade. So it's like, I mean, this thing's fucking solid. And like, he doubled up layers. But I was like, if you had told me that all I was in
Yeah.
was a baking sheet, rivets, gumption, and a prayer, I'd have said, hey, maybe we don't. Maybe
Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten in.
How about
There's no chance in hell.
How about I run the motorcycle and you get in the sidecar?
And you get in the cookie sheet. How about fucking that? How about you're a muffin and I'm a pilot? How about that? I don't fucking feel like being the muffin today. No, you walk up, you want to get my sidecar made out of baking sheets. I'll be leaving. Thank you very much. I'll see you later.
But who am I to tell? I drive a Prius. It's basically one step above 3 baking sheets and 2 Tonka tires.
Yeah, but I mean, more people had to die for that thing than not. And I think that, it's still got some life. How many miles does that thing have on it now? All of them?
It's almost 200,000.
Oh, really? I would have thought you would have eclipsed that at this point. At least
no,
on this last trip.
No, it's almost it's almost 200,000 miles. Yeah, well, it's funny. Before I started really going on the road with stuff, like I had company cars. Well, they quit their jobs, so I was putting miles on company cars instead of my own vehicles. Until they put the GPS on those fucking. Then I couldn't drive them over to Hannibal or Decatur or whatever, because I was driving that company car everywhere I could go.
There's no reason why you shouldn't, especially if you can get away with it.
Yeah, and then when they were like, yeah. We've had a real problem with people taking their company cars and hiding out in places. And I was like, that's not a thing. People
no.
That. But okay. And so there was a lot of times, though, I'd be out like...
You're not giving cars to fucking fugitives. Don't sell me that bullshit.
There was several times I'd be like, okay, I'm going to go do an estimate. And then I'm going to stop by this job. and check, some stuff, and then I'm gonna run over here and help Kurt with this, and then I'm headed back to this estimate. I'll take, somewhere in there I'll find a lunch, and everyone's like, yeah, okay, no problem. But then I would like leave an estimate, and it had like my guts would drop out, and I'm like, well, my house is between here and there, and I would stop at the house and take like, just take a shit real quick,
Yeah.
and then jump out to get in the car, and I knew they were watching the GPS. And so I would just come in and be like, hey, from here to here, we'll see, because you had to map out. There was a whole thing, but I was like, from here to here, I was at my own house, and I had to take it's a bio break. I had to take a bio.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Bio break.
Yeah. I was taking I took a 10-minute poopy, and then I was back out. Okay.
I could. Need to take a bio break, Adam? No, I have to take a shit. I'm a man.
I'm a man. I'm taking a shit.
Is that too offensive for your fucking ears? Go away. Go over there.
But then yeah, the last show I did was in Sioux Falls. And Sioux Falls was fun. We did it. It turns out I was the last comedy show at Spellbound Theater. So, and it had a small crowd, but a fun crowd.
Oh, you mean like they're closing doors?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yep. But like for good reason. Like the guy that owns it is a professional magician, and so he has gotten like residencies at a couple different places.
Oh, okay.
So he's like, I don't have time to run the theater anymore. So it's a cool space. But yeah, he gets to go live his dreams. So he doesn't have to do that anymore, and that's awesome. But yeah, that was a fun run. Sioux Falls. Well, the first time I was there, which was also the last time I was there, before this time, was February, and the high was
Right.
2 fucking degrees.
No.
So I went and looked at the falls. There was nothing falling. Everything was frozen to the rocks.
Right.
The water was just there. So to go back this time and actually see the falls falling, it's pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
I would say a much better experience.
Yeah.
I would guess.
Yeah, I went out and crambled about on the rocks, and which you can do that. There's some places they're like, hey, maybe don't do that, and I'm like, yeah, okay, well, if you're saying maybe don't, but the rest of the place I can, all right, I'll go cramble about on the and disturb the geese and ducks who were like, but we came to the middle because no humans want to come out this far. Why are you here, man? Whoa. And met a 13 stripe gopher. Didn't know that was a thing. But they are fucking adorable and curious.
That's the name of the breed?
Yep.
Oh. Okay.
Yep. I thought I was gonna be able to grab one and put it in my pocket. I thought it was coming home with me. But
we can play Caddyshack the home game.
Yep.
That is my only gopher reference I could come up with.
Me too, buddy. I got nothing. But yeah, he just kept coming closer and closer and closer. And I was like, all right. And I put my hand out, and he got like real close. But turns out probably a lot of people feed these guys.
I would assume. Yeah, exactly. The wild animals around like tourist stops, like they get fucking handouts all the time. Yeah.
But I was like, man, I got carrots and some peanuts out in the, I don't know what these little bastards eat, but let me, if I wasn't a mile and a half from my goddamn car, I don't
and he's not going to follow you or wait for you. So
no, it's like, yeah, but, we're good. But yeah. And then the 9-hour drive home where I was just like, please help me. Please help. Can someone else drive for a moment? Please help. That was, well, man. So like right before I left, had low tire pressure. And I was like, oh well, that happens. Sometimes you get a little tire pressure goes down.
Yeah, whatever.
I refill it. The whole time it's fine. I go to leave the theater on Sunday night to head back to the hotel, and low tire pressure, and I was like, fuck. Great. So I look, it's not, it's not flat, but it's low. And so I fortunately, drive past a Hy-Vee, which they have the gas station with free air. I pump it back up, and I'm trying not to be crazy freaked out, and like
Hmm.
9 hours from home, and I want to get on the road in the morning. And I was like, oh man, but then it was like, hey, it's tomorrow morning is Monday. Everything's gonna be open like at 7 or 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
So I just get back to the hotel, check the tire pressure again. It's holding. Told myself, hey, you'll check it in the morning. If it's fine, it's fine. Went up, went upstairs, did like, all right, there's a mile from here is like it's like Dave's tire and repair or something. I was like,
Sure.
perfect. That Dave can fix my tire if I need to. But it held all the way home, held for a few days. We took it back in just to check it. And the mechanic called and they're like, yeah, good thing you got it in here because they're right here along the valve got busted open. So it was a slow leak, but like 4 or 5 more weeks, that thing probably would have blown and you guys would have been real screwed. And I was like, well, great. Thanks.
Fantastic.
They're like, I honestly, I don't know how it held from South Dakota.
I love when people tell you that shit. There was a time when I took, or my first wife, she took our car to a Firestone to get new tires put on, and the back left one, the driver's side rear, they forgot to tighten the fucking lug nuts on. It came off on the highway.
Swell.
Yep. And we attempted to sue, but since it came off on the highway, we're like, well, we have no way of knowing that you didn't loosen them yourself and then take it on the highway. And like no lawyer would touch it. I'm like, what the fuck? Why?
Yeah.
I guess, but
Why would I do that?
the tire fell the fuck off. And we don't do that to ourselves. What? How? I don't understand how I need to prove this to you. The name is known as Firestone. Well, they'll try to kill your wife.
Firestone.
Fuckers.
Yeah.
This episode is brought to you by the lovely folks, as always. SpliffSociety.org. That's right, SpliffSociety.org. The purveyors. Oh, I took your word. You want to say it?
No, that's okay. You were doing great.
The purveyors of fine artisanal spliffs. That's right.
Toasted palm leaf.
You take a toast palm leaf. You don't use any glue. You take an artisan and they roll it into a cone or the spliff, and then they give it to you. And they give it to you in a nice little tube. And then you put whatever herb you enjoy,
Herb.
and you smoke that shit.
You put herb and Lucky Herb.
And then you smoke it. But check them out. Go check out spliffsociety.org. Or if you're in the Midwest around the Springfield area, please go check them out at where, Larry?
Prairie State Hemp. They've got
There we
a
go.
whole awesome display.
At least there. I think that there's actually more places now, but
yeah,
at least there.
They are more in more places. They've got these really cool displays now. But yeah, here in Springfield, it's Prairie State Hemp. We didn't say hi to Sam. Sam's the owner operator of Prairie State Hemp. Cool, like the coolest fucking cat on the planet. Like it's no wonder he and Bradford like are tight now because they just kind of have that same, hey, what's up, man? Like Sam's just awesome. So go in, tell Sam that I said hi. I don't think it'll get you anything, but who knows?
Maybe Sam just needs to, a little pick me up that day.
Yeah, just go in and be like, hey, Sam, I came in because I heard you on Zig and Larry, and Larry said to say hi,
and Sam will say, "All right,
yeah, all right, I like
that's it."
Yeah,
That's
no, look, he's my dog. He's my dog. Hey, by the way, real quick, sorry, we're just Ad Astra on Friday night. Big shout out to them and Christina and Harley and the rest of the staff for.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were still going. I didn't mean to cut you off with the
No,
with
I
the plug.
almost forgot. I forgot my timeline. Because everything, it's all one big day because I don't sleep. I'm losing my mind. Yeah, with Rena Calm, who she ran her new hour, and son of a bitch, it's good.
Nice.
I cannot wait. Like, it's good now. She's gonna keep working on it for like another year, and it's gonna be fucking a killer hour. But then Quasi Henderson and Kate Wooters, who, good lord, getting to see her like just stretch her legs. So good. And Cody Freeman just destroyed opening the show on Friday. And then last night, Saturday, was Yellow and Co. in Muhammad, and I got to hang out with my buddy Chris Schlichting. And Chris and I did our very darndest for two just sweet, cute boys that we are. We're just trying to make them, just dealing out the tee-hees and the hearty chuckles. And no, it was a great show. Mike and his wife that run Yellow and Co. Big thanks to them for having us. And what's today's topics?
SpongeSociety.org. Go check them out. Use promo code Zig and Larry in all caps. Larry, today's topic, should you choose to accept it,
I should.
will be brought to you after this bio break.
Ah,
My bio break is over. But no, I'm a man. So I took a leak, I got a beer, and I checked the fire that I'm currently smoking my ribs on. That's a break. That's what I needed.
I topped off my cocktail. Let's see how bad of an idea it was.
Yeah. How'd you do?
Well, there's vodka in there.
Excellent. Good for you.
Yeah,
You did it yourself.
I did it. I did it myself, Papa.
Okay, so you were instructed. We have a little bit of a game. I don't know if this is going to work at all. I D plus the hell out of this because it's mildly a visual gag.
What's better, this size or this size?
Doesn't matter. Small is fine. You're
Okay.
literally going to write down 10 numbers. That's
Okay.
all. You just need a piece of scratch paper.
All right, I'm ready.
Again, this is a visual gag, but it's not that. It's not going to work. Who cares? D plus. So, Larry, what is the dumbest thing you've ever fucking spent money on? That's a big category for you and I understand. But
Say her name was
like impulse buy, like you're going like eBay or Amazon. It's like an impulse buy, and you're like, oh, gotta have that. And then it shows up the next day when you sober up. You're like, fuck, what did I do?
man. Probably what? Probably the Guy Fieri pop figure.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And I don't know if that's the dumbest thing. I think the dumbest thing I ever bought was in context, I was like 18 or 19, and I bought the Conan the Barbarian replica sword. And then I was like,
from the Schwarzenegger movies.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I was like, how am I going to make rent this month? So
and what do I do with this? Besides probably break it first time you swing it at something.
Yeah. So let's do that. Let's put those up there.
Okay. Well, today's adventure is all about the prices that people are paying. Not paying, but this is what they were on eBay for some of the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Now, the prices vary quite widely, and I'll tell you what the category is as soon as I tell you what the game is. I'm going to give you 10 numbers. Okay? The 10 numbers are the 10 price tags that you are going to assign, and I'm going to say these are the 10 prices, and then I'm going to tell you the item, and you tell me which price you think it is. Okay? So you're going to assign these items, these prices that I'm about to give you to the 10 items that I'm going to get. So, and it's a visual gag, so it's not going to work. It's kind of a little bit. You're going to get it here in a second. So write these down. Okay, ready?
All right.
$100. I'm going to give you two of these because two of these are 99 cents. So 99 cents and 99 cents. You're going to get two of those to use.
Okay.
$7. A very specific $49.95. These are eBay prices, by the way. So some idiot on eBay is doing $49.95. $2,000. All of these are in the same category, by the way. $500. $3,000. Just to make it interesting, 2 British pounds.
All right.
And $10,000.
I don't know if this is. What's the symbol for pounds?
It's like an L. It's like a fancy looking L with a line kind of through the middle. It's the best way I can. It's looks like a cursive L, kind of.
Fuck it. 2 pounds. And then what's the last one?
$10,000.
10. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, I just real quick conferred with Nicole what my dumbest impulse buy ever was.
Oh, okay, very good.
She was first off, her first answer was, "Wow, that's a tough one," which tells you how good I am with money. Oh yes, the sleeveless denim shirt that I bought at a truck stop that says American made on the back with a big semi truck coming out of a American flag. Or the matching onesies I bought for me and my sister. Or
Oh, I remember for Christmas to piss
yeah,
off your old man. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, say it's either the matching onesies I bought for us or the matching elf dresses that I bought for us.
Oh, that was what it was. Yes, spectacular.
Yeah.
How do you ruin Christmas at a cowboy's house? Show up in an elf dress, do 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 do, as the son.
Yeah.
Son, as his son. Okay, so Larry, I'm going to go through all of the next 10 items. These are the 10 items that are have prices next to these. These are real items, and once we're done, I'm going to ask you, when I tell you this, I want you to write down next to it what they are. I'll do as well. And I'm going to tell you the end, how close you got to correct. Okay. Now, again, it is a slightly visual gag, and I will just quit saying it right now. What we're doing is that these prices from 99 cents to $10,000 are the asking price on eBay for interestingly shaped food.
Interestingly shaped food.
On accident. So, to wit, number one, you'll get this in a second, on eBay for a price, asking price, is a cinnamon toast crunch randomly shaped like a Nike swoosh.
And now I have to assign that.
And now you have to assign it to one of these. I will do it as well. At the end, I'll let you move them around a little bit if you want. I haven't decided how many you want. You're going to get, but I make the rules, so fuck it. So
I fucked up real quick. Hold on. Sorry. I fucked up, Zig. Let me fix this real quick.
I'm making up the rules as I go along anyway. So it's fine.
No, well, I ran out of room on the small notebook. I'm going to use the big notebook.
You know what? Maybe I should have told you to do this big one. That's all right.
All right. Sorry, guys. This is fascinating. Podcast.
I'm actually making notes here too. It's like, wait, I'm never gonna be able to do it. So this one's real down here. This one's Larry. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I've done no research for this, and I can't even show you a picture. Check us out on YouTube, where I can't show you a picture of a cinnamon toast crunch shaped like a Nike swoosh. Now, I guess I could have just taken real quick pictures of these and then flash them up on the screen, but I didn't take the time to do that and I can't just roll through these because you'll see the price. So, right. you know.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So
let me get this back. All right, cinnamon toast.
A piece of cinnamon toast crunch in the shape of a Nike swoosh. Somebody put that on eBay, and they're asking how much, Larry. What is your guess?
It's 99 cents.
Very good. Cinnamon toast crunch, one of the two. Larry says it's 99 cents. Very good. This one's actually pretty interesting, and I wish I could show you. Let's see if I can. Oh, here. Yeah, look at that. Oh, I can do this. Look at this. Here we go. Okay, so I'm just going to put it right up on the screen, and you have to deal with it. So, Larry, this was number one.
You're frozen. Hold on.
There you are. You froze. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yep. There you are.
Okay. What was the last thing you heard?
You were showing me the swoosh.
Okay, very good. So here we can do this. Okay. So I'm going to do it real low tech. So there you go. We're going to prices right this shit. So number two are Cheetos, a pair of Cheetos, mind you, shaped like a dinosaur or according to the eBay ad, or the Loch Ness Monster. One is flaming hot, one is regular. They look like they should be a pair, but it's a total accident, Larry.
Only
Two
because
Cheetos shaped like Nessie.
they mentioned Nessie. I'm going to say the 2 pounds.
This one's 2 pounds. Okay. Okay, fair enough. I don't need to do that. I can just do this. What the fuck am I doing? Okay. So, Larry, number 3. This is so not interesting. Check us out on YouTube where you can actually see the pictures of these stupid fucking foods. As I hold it up to the camera, uber low tech. Larry, this is a wavy potato chip shaped like a heart. Somebody found this in their bag and decided that they needed to put it up on eBay and
Don't
ask
put that.
somebody money for it.
Don't put that in the French onion dip. We gotta
No.
save that. They're asking. They're asking. That's a $7.
$7 for a wavy potato chip. Now, I will say you're really lowballing most of these. I don't know if you're hoping for a big ticket item.
I'm waiting for Jesus.
Okay, very good. Well, we're gonna stay real similar. How much would you pay for a wavy potato chip shaped like a heart versus a broke dick regular potato chip that's even more vaguely like a heart that somebody found in their bag of Vintners and went, that's good money in that. Somebody's gonna pay real money
Somebody
for that.
put that to the side. We gotta put that on eBay.
Uh-huh.
You know what? That one. Let's throw $100 at it.
$100. $100.
That's the hundo.
$100 on heart. Oh, this is Lay's. Does that matter? I'm sorry. This is Lay's brand. This is information in the ad. I should have told you that. Does that change your answer?
No.
Okay.
That cements the idea.
This isn't Vintners. Excuse me. This is Lay's.
Okay. Yeah, it cements the idea. Because when you're eating Lay's, you think you're eating a good chip, and you're gonna overprice it. I love these games if there's no point and you can't win.
There is no point and you can't win. This one I think is interesting. It is going to be slightly damaged, however, because they put a fork through it. And they put a fork through it and then realized what they had. This is a piece of General Tso and or orange chicken that looks mildly like a seahorse, according to the person who posted it.
I agree. That's the first thing I thought. I was like, that's a seahorse.
Okay.
That one's
But they have pierced it with their fork all 4 times. All 4. Now I don't know if that ruins your.
I'm still
what
going.
The fuck are people doing? Like somebody's got to be buying this shit. If you can find 10 examples this easy,
Yeah, right. Also, who's slowing down enough when they're eating to notice these things?
especially things like chips and orange chicken.
Yeah.
Or cereal. You put it in a bowl, you dunk it. You know, like every individual one.
Somebody has to be sifting through as they're thinking about interesting ways to kill other humans.
The cinnamon toast crunch looks like a cinnamon toast crunch. This cinnamon toast crunch looks like a cinnamon toast crunch. This cinnamon toast, like you driving through Dakotas. The cinnamon toast crunch looks like a cinnamon toast crunch. The cinnamon toast crunch looks like. Nike swoosh.
Don't stand. Don't
stand so close to me.
$49.95. $49.95.
$49.95 for orange chicken. Shaped like a seahorse. Very good. Next up, and now this one I'm on board with. It's also, I don't know if they trimmed these on purpose. I don't think so. You can tell that they started to cut them and realize what they had.
Okay. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you carrot pants. This is a carrot which has folded itself over, but
it's carrot pants. Yes,
it's carrot pants. Yeah, it's a low rise waistline.
That's
so like 1970s style carrot pants.
That's your $500 item, right there.
$500 item, Larry says, is carrot pants. Because this, I don't think this is ever going to like prices right,
but make it
But you see how they like cut them off the bottom, but they're not even. So I'm assuming, and that's just a picture of a random human. I'm assuming they started to cut it. Wait a minute, no, I have carrot pants.
I have carrot pants.
Yep.
These are
not eating.
carrot pants, not carrot capris.
Ain't gonna be no carrots in the stew tonight, boys. We're making money on carrot pants.
Carrot pants.
Is any of this interesting?
Gather
No.
round the barrel fire, boys.
Is this interesting podcasting? No. I don't think it is. If you're playing along at home, I apologize. Actually, Mr. Rose, I hope you're playing along at home. We'll stop for you to get a piece of paper, rewind it, and start.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see here. What do you make potato chips that are shaped like a heart out of, Larry?
Potatoes.
I'm gonna show you the thing. Now, I don't understand why, but okay, so this is a heart-shaped potato.
Heart-shaped potato.
But can you read
Almost.
what's been superimposed onto the image? I'll read it for you if you can't.
Back of the potato.
Yeah, it just says Jocelyn, back of the potato. And then that's the photo they used to put this up on eBay to try to get money for the heart-shaped potato. I also will bring up the fact that these assholes spelled Jocelyn, Joycylnn.
Yeah.
So this is the kind of people that we're talking about, people who mangle their own fucking children's names. Jocelyn, back of the potato, heart-shaped potato, Larry, for utilizing. You can slice this and make many heart-shaped potato chips. You know what I mean? Diversify your portfolio a little bit.
That's why I'm going $2,000 on this one.
$2,000
because that's an investment. That you got an investment right there.
Shaped potato. Now, at this point, Larry, I have to ask you. You still have a 99 cents left, and you still have the $10,000 left.
And a 3,000.
And a 3,000. Yeah. So knowing where you're at in this game, are you expecting something to be just grabbing for 10 G's for the goddamn garbage?
No. I was looking for the funniest thing. I was hoping that.
Well, I'm gonna give you a chance to move some stuff around should you wish.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, from the makers of Nike Swoosh breakfast cereal comes, and this one's a stretch if you fucking ask me.
Okay.
That's a rose-shaped Dorito.
Rose-shaped Dorito.
Dorito. Now
that looks like discarded foreskin.
Okay, how much would you pay for discarded foreskin Dorito?
That's your $10,000 item right there.
$10,000 item. The Dorito is a $10,000 item.
Yeah, I'd toss 10 grand at it right now.
And it's all just depending on what you're willing to pay.
Yep.
All right, and we got two more of this amazing game that I came up with, hammer drunk, and then totally forgot about until now. I do this thing where I'll just scroll through the universe on my phone when my wife's going to sleep and she's very pregnant, and I just drink by myself because I know the day is done, and I find stuff and I just text it to myself. And my phone thinks that my name, if I ask my phone what my name is, it says it's Fat Kid Dance Party. So that I can see a text coming that says, you got a text from Fat Kid Dance Party. And I giggle every time. It has been 10 years now. So this was just in my text to me feed because I don't even have like a folder or anything. I keep this shit. And it's just Fat Kid Dance Party says, food that's looked like shit. So we're almost going to come full circle here. We got a Nike swoosh again.
Oh,
French fry.
Oh,
now how hard is it to make a? I mean, that's just a potato wedge, if you ask me.
Yeah, that's not even
that's not even a good swoosh.
No,
it's not even a great swoosh. It's a mild. It's a curve.
Yeah, that's 99 cents. That's not worth nothing. That's worth nothing. You got nothing.
Okay. And last, but certainly least, it's a theme. After a while, you realize there's only so much food that looks like other stuff. But this is another heart. This is loosely a heart from a Wendy's chicken nugget.
Yes, absolutely.
A Wendy's chicken nugget. Now this is the
$3,000.
is not a good chicken nugget by any means, but they are cheap.
Yes, and you can get like You can get the 500-piece bucket if you ask them. They will.
People
They
at
will
Wendy's don't give a shit anymore, especially now that Dave died. They know that nobody's going to come and fucking secret boss them. Okay, so not that any of this is interesting, but just to recap, the Nike swoosh that looks like the breakfast cereal Nike fucking swoosh. Wait, no, where am I at? Oh wait, I have it in the other order. Let's not worry about the recap, Larry. I'll tell you right now. Out of 10, how many do you think you have correct?
None.
One. You won,
Hey!
and I'll even tell you what it is. It's a goddamn Nike swoosh French fry.
Fuck yeah.
99 cents.
I know garbage when I see it.
Nike swoosh French fry. Just to kill a little bit of time, Larry, would you like, knowing that you have none others correct, would you like to move 2 around?
All right. We're gonna take the seahorse.
Okay.
And that's your new $10,000 item.
Okay.
And then the rose Dorito. That's now your $49.95.
Okay. Let's see here. I'll let you move 2 more around.
Okay. Because people are stupid. That cinnamon toast swoosh.
Mm-hmm.
That is now your new. That's your new $3,000 item.
Very good.
And yeah, then we just put the cinnamon toast or the Wendy's nugget up in the 99¢.
Very good. So now let's go back through and find out what the actual asking price is in the game called You Can't Win and Nothing Matters.
Yay!
Yay! This is the dumbest idea I've had in a very long time.
It's beautiful.
And I've been married twice. Okay. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, shaped like a Nike swoosh, Larry. You have changed your item answer to $3,000. You are very close. $2,000. Somebody decided
Damn
on
it.
eBay.
Damn
Somebody
it.
decided that sports and cereal fans would spend 2 stacks of High Society on a piece of cereal that loosely looks like a scimitar.
Damn it. Oh, I had it. Man, I should have went. I doubted my gut. I had it in my head.
Very close.
Switch
Very
it.
close.
Oh, damn.
Very close. Larry, the Cheeto pear shaped like a dinosaur or the Loch Ness monster. You said 2 pounds. Larry, this was your $10,000 item. Somebody found these out of 2 separate bags, one being flaming hot, one being a regular Cheeto. They are remarkably similar, if stupid. I'll give you one more. Look at that. That's your big ticket item right there. And it just goes downhill from here. So I really should have ended with that, but I'm just going in the order of the fucking thing.
Sure.
So that's what you get there. That's your $10,000 item, Larry. The heart-shaped wavy potato chip, which I thought was interesting. Not actually, that's not true. I don't think any of this is interesting. But that's the 2-pound item, which, by the way, is not quite $2.60 for those who are playing at home. As of today, the exchange rate is 78 pence per US dollar. Just so we all know. As of today, I checked that out. That's as much research as I did. But they did say heart-shaped wavy potato chip and not crisp. If they would have said crisp, you would have got that immediately.
Hey, just FYI, battery power is running low on the recorder.
Moving along. Lay's Brand Classic heart-shaped potato chip. That's $49.95.
Oh, God damn it.
Somebody's putting the tax on that. 100%. Larry put that at $2,000. And you know what? You can't win. It doesn't matter because these prices are being asked by lunatics. Yeah. But the people who put up 99 cents are like, do I have to ship this then for 99 cents? How do I ship? How do I make sure this fucking thing doesn't break?
You pick up.
in a very oddly reasonable price. The chicken shaped, I don't know if this is reasonable, just but compared to 10 grand for Cheetos, orange chicken shaped like a seahorse that has been pierced by all four tines of the fork and almost consumed, I'm guessing. Larry, that was 500 bucks. That was 500 bucks. We didn't get that one because you thought it was 10 grand, but you know what? Points don't matter. You can't win. Carrot pants. Now, carrot pants,
That's
I
an
think it's the most interesting, but it's also the most sane because somebody found their carrot pants, but they put them on. They took the time to put them on eBay with an asking price of 99 cents,
oh god.
which technically is the same price basically as a bag of carrots. So
Hmm.
they are making their money back, you
Hmm.
know.
They're
But
not
yeah,
looking to get rich. They're just looking to break even.
you said you said 500 bucks. None of this is worth $1, but it's fine.
Oh,
It's fine. No, none of this is. No, this is just snacks. This is all this is.
what I
Eat it.
want is to buy all of it for 99, like 99 cents a piece, and just eat it in front of them. That's what I want. This stuff is meant to be consumed. What is wrong with you?
You would have to assume that at some point somebody bought some of this shit. We're about the heart-shaped potato. Heart-shaped potato. Let's see. I totally lost track of my own things here, but I don't think you got that one either. Jocelyn, back of the potato. That was her her nonsense. Jocelyn, back of the potato. 3 grand for for Siamese potato
For
twins.
Siamese potato twins. For
Three
freak show
G's.
potatoes.
3 G's. 3 G's. The this I'm gonna give this was close. Rose shaped Dorito. You said 49.95. I still don't even see a rose in this thing. It looks like you're right. It does look foreskin. You know, it looks like turkey skin. It looks like if you take the skin off of a breast of turkey to cook it. But somebody thought somebody will pay $100 on that. Somebody will throw me a C note. C note for $100. Is that right? What is a C note?
I think is there.
Assuming a C note is $100, somebody will give me a C note.
Yeah, somebody will drop a C note on this.
Nike swoosh French fry. That's a 99 cent item. That's a 99 cent item, meaning that the Wendy's heart-shaped chicken nugget comes in at a ridiculous $7, which I think is interesting because they didn't round it. They went, you know what, 10 is too nuts and 5 ain't enough. But I
Seven.
think,
I
I
need
think,
$7.
I think that this is worth shipping to somebody for me for $7 American. I'm almost positive that I
For,
could get international shipping is going to cost you a little bit more
for
if you need this.
almost minimum wage, I will ship this for almost minimum wage.
And you know what this means is that for 15,000 and some odd dollars, because I stopped counting after 15 grand, you can have yourself not a meal, not a meal at all, not
Yeah,
a meal. You can have some. You will get a carrot out of it, and the rest is mostly just ground up corn that's been
yeah.
fried.
It's not even an amuse bouche. Amuse bouche
16 grand and change
for amuse bouche.
for a moose bush. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, halfway through that, I realized my mistake. Uh,
It's not the worst thing we've ever done.
no, it's not worth it's not worth my time. It certainly wasn't worth yours. And I apologize to everybody. SwiftSociety.com. Use Zig and Larry. Go get yourself
.org,
stoned.
slipsociety.org.
.org, excuse me. Yes, correct.
Here's the thing though, if you guys played along and you did better than me, which how could you not? Let us know at Zig and Larry Ignore a Topic. We'd love to hear from you. And maybe one day we
can
will
you make
have
your email to us more interesting than I made this show? That would be something I'd like to know.
oh, that was that. Hey, look, I'm just glad to know that there's people out there dumber than me.
10 grand. And the problem is that I don't know if anybody ever bought the Cheetos, what they paid for, but the balls, just the sheer balls.
Yeah, $10,000.
That's, I mean, not even Nick Cage would shell out 10 G's for that shit, and he buys nonsense.
Yeah, he does. That's why he buys nonsense, and then he lets people rob him of his money, and that's
How many
why
movies
he
have you been
makes
in?
all the movies.
All of them, I think. I think I've been in all of them. I have no minimum pay. I have to afford these dinosaur skulls that I think that he owns.
I think. Well, he had to sell them. He had to sell them.
Somebody
Oh,
stole his Superman #1 and then he got it back or some shit.
yeah, it's Nick Cage isn't. We should do a almost deep dive on Nick Cage at some point because that is an interesting.
We could. There's no way to touch on the body of work that is. He's a Coppola, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that the right family? He's a
Yep.
Coppola.
Yep. He's a Coppola,
Here,
but
real
changed
quick.
his name to so that he wouldn't.
And a higher salary. Let me just real quick. Let me just go ahead. Just gotta shred my idea of a show. Got that out of my life. What did we learn, Larry?
We learned that you and I can juggle nonsense better than almost anybody on the planet. That's
good.
we learned that people will may not pay for these items, but people will
But some
definitely
people ask for it.
yeah. And we learned that that I am just on the brink of madness. And it's coming. It's coming. One day there will be a loud, large snapping sound throughout the world, and those that know will go, well, there he went.
Perfect.
Now he's just going to talk to his shoes from now on. You're my only friend.
Delightful while driving. Don't stand so close to me.
Don't stand.
Don't stand.
Don't stand close to me.
He's talking to the passenger seat.
Is there anything? No. His bottle of water and a cooler full of beef jerky and mixed nuts.
And the ghost of Chief Bearclaw.
Sorry, I just want to use part of the armrest. You're a ghost. Why do you need to rest your arms? Because I can't rest in peace.
Oh.
Damn it, Bearclaw. I told you about this shitty.
Don't blame that joke on an imaginary Indian ghost. How dare you?
Imaginary. You're gonna really upset him. Here the whole time.
The whole time.
Why won't he let me sleep?
The best part's about hanging out with these guys.
God damn it, son of a bitch, motherfucker.